Today, I'm gonna give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to get a further and more accurate goal kick or long ball. So my first tip is about your foot placement. This is gonna depend on the height and loft you want on the ball, but I usually aim for about 6 inches to the side and slightly behind the ball to get the right striking angle. When it comes to where you wanna strike on the ball, again, it depends on the height and distance that you're going for, but if I'm going for distance, I try to strike just below the midpoint. So not too low to where the ball just goes straight up in the air, but just below the midpoint so I get that height and distance that I want. My next tip is to lock your ankle and keep your toes pointed down to create a solid striking surface. When it comes to actually striking the ball, you're gonna wanna lean back and slightly to the side, but make sure that you're following through. Some mistakes that I've made in the past are leaning a little bit too much to the side or a little bit too far back. When I do this, I lose a lot of power, so I wanna make sure I have the right angle with my body, but make sure I'm really following through. My next tip is to use your core and your hips. This isn't just about using your leg for power. Engage your core and rotate your hips for more power and accuracy. And where your hips typically end up is where the ball goes, so make sure you're following through and facing your hips towards your target. My final tip is to stay relaxed and think of being smooth rather than trying to crush it. Every time before I hit a goal kick, I always repeated the word smooth to myself because I would always try to crush it, and when I tried to do that, I lost so much power. Hitting a long ball or a goal kick is way more about technique than it is about power, so stay relaxed and just strike through. Good luck, and let me know if these tips helped.